Dubai it feels like it's the center of the world in some ways, right? And so I think Nas Daily has an Arabic component as well, and this is a great place to sort of base that component in. The truth, the highlight of my trip has not been, it wasn't Burj Khalifa or Burj Al Arab or any Burj. I think it was the nuclear power plant and the desalination plant. So I think those are really, really cool. And not many tourists go there, but the desalination plants in this country are sort of one of the biggest in the world, right? And the nuclear plant is the newest one in the world. And so to see how the UAE drinks water and how the UAE creates electricity is 10 times more impressive than any building.
I'd like to focus a little bit more on your work as a travel blogger and blogger.
Yeah.
When this pandemic situation happened, was there a sense of panic in you to say, my work is going to stop, the world has stopped, aviation has stopped?
Yeah.
What went through you and to bring you to finally accept a trip to Dubai?
So the problem with my work is that now there are 25 people that expect a salary every month. So we've grown to 25 people now, and it's less about, hey, I want to travel to the Maldives and make a beach video. It's more about how do you pay 25 people every month with Corona and without Corona. So this is why I panicked. I panicked for like a good month, but then I realized Corona is the best thing to happen to us, because all we need really to share information with the world is like this. That's really all we need. Just do this, do this. Hey everybody, I'm at home. Let's talk about something that's not travel. Let's talk about Corona, right? I still hate Corona, but I think it's an opportunity to grow as an organization and become more efficient.
Even outside of Corona, your growth has been exponential. It's been crazy. Our editor was saying that it's taken us, the Khaleej Times, 42 years to get that sort of brand recognition. Something that you've achieved in not even a fraction of that. How does that work? At what point did you sort of set out and go, right, this is what I'm going to be. I'm going to be a one-man brand.
So I was very, very careful about how to build Nas Daily, because I didn't want one day to have you in my video or one day to have you in my video. It was very important that it's only me with the same t-shirt, with the same voice, with the same music, with the same format every single day. So branding is very important as you build up a media organization. I think what happened to me is I chose a platform that has 2.6 billion people that go on it every single day. That's it. That's all I did, right? So I said, I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket, the Facebook basket. And so there's huge amounts of people. All I had to do is, how do I tweak my content in a way that it shows up to 1 billion people? And that's what Nas Daily has managed to do. So my website has 1,000 people visited every day, nothing. My Instagram is nothing, my YouTube is nothing. It's really the biggest success I've had was on Facebook, because I adopted it as my home.
And what do you think you did different? Because there's a lot of content creators out there now. They're using Instagram, they're using multiple platforms. What do you think was making you stand out?
I scream.
Yes.
That's number one. Number one is I scream, if you've noticed, right? So, no, I think there's two reasons why you should go to social media. One is to entertain, or two, to change. So the second route is use social media to change something. So this is why I make videos about politics, economics, travel, all that stuff, is because that's the only route I have. You know, I'm not entertaining. So it has to be serious. It has to be something meaningful for it to be worth making. So I think in the future, all algorithms, all social media platforms are going to be headed towards that direction. Responsible growth.
Would you like people to know Nas behind the lens, him as a person? Are you happy with what you've achieved? Or do you set new benchmarks each time to get confused? What content do I need to build or create to top that?
I think a lot of people think Nas behind the camera is like super positive guy, super funny, super kind. But I think when it comes like at the company, when I have meetings with like my team, like I'm not very positive. I'm very negative. I'm very angry. And in general, when I look at the world, it makes me very angry too. I think I think it's ridiculous that 50 million people don't have insurance, for example, right? That's so crazy. Or it's ridiculous that you have to spend 10 years to get a degree just to get a job. So Nas Daily behind the camera is just someone who's really frustrated with the way the world works.
How do you make your money?
How do I make my money? I love it. I'll tell you my entire money journey. It's very simple. I applied to Harvard. It cost $60,000 a year. I told them I don't have the money. They gave me a scholarship, full scholarship. So I was very, very lucky. I graduated without any debt. I got a job as a software engineer. I got paid $120,000 a year. I was overpaid, underworked. That's how tech works. So they pay you too much and they work you too little. And I hated it. I saved $60,000. That's how much I needed. 20K in investments, 40K in cash. That's how much I needed to start Nas Daily. I went around the world for 2 years. I was kind of net, spending, making the same amount of money. At some point, you get your own 1 million followers, 2 million followers, and then you start making $1,000 from advertising. Then you start making $1,000 from speaking engagements. And then the more the followers grow, the more advertising money you can make. So you can make it go all the way up to like $1 million a year. And then speaking engagements, you say, hey, I'll charge you $2,000 to speak. They say yes. You're like, really? You're an idiot. Why would you do that? And then the next person you say, I'll charge you $5,000. And then the next, $10,000. And then whenever they say yes, that's your new rate. So we got it all the way up to 50 and people paid. So that's another way to make money. And now we have a company called Nas Daily, Nas Studios. And we're like a production house. We create content for platforms like Facebook and tech companies and tourism boards and whatnot. And then we have the Nas Academy, which is we teach content. So we teach people how to create content, live online classes. Now we can roughly make $4 or $5 million a year as a Nas Daily organization.
What do you want people to remember you as? Do you want to be a prime minister one day?
What do people want to remember you as? I think people want to remember me as like well-intentioned. That's it. I want you to remember I'm well-intentioned because I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes and I'm going to make many more. I think just remember me that I don't want to do any harm directly, but I will do harm indirectly. Unfortunately, everyone does. You did. Everyone does. So I swear to God, I'm well-intentioned. That's all I want you to remember.